This podcast promises to deliver content that's going to make you go, oh, yeah, okay, that's great.
Okay, hopefully laugh a little heartier than that.
No, big wholesome laughs. That's what we're all about. Just we had some fun today.
Yeah, we spoke about white lies on the back of China trying to pass off YABBIES as Australian lobster. What are those little things that you say that sort of have gotten you places, you know?
Yeah, you know, when you're like, oh, I swear it's quail. Yeah, eat up, but it's actually pigeon.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, little white lies. Take it to the next level.
I'm not entirely sure of the difference, but that's okay. We spoke about a woman who fake tans her baby. I mean, is this not one of the most ludicrous things that you've ever heard?
Key additional point to that, the baby's name is Suede.
Suede.
So you can guess, what chance does Suede have?
Yeah, it was a strong chance to be the number one bogan name.
We spoke to ORAZIO Fantasia. What an absolute little gemstone he is. He's on the comeback trail from a quad injury. And Ryan Fitzgerald, once again, delivered an absolute classic story of his youth back in Adelaide.
Yes, we love those stories. Hey, enjoy the podcast.
What about this little story that floated across my desk? Because you know me, I love myself a little bit of Australian lobster.
Don't you?
I've never had Australian lobster. But what I have had is yabbies. Delicious.
Are they?
Grew up courting yabbies as well on the farm.
Did you?
Yeah, bit of meat on a stick, bit of fishing line, throw it in there. They love it.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You're a regular Steve Irwin, weren't you?
They're doing things a little bit different over in China. China has ramped up productions to produce Australian-grown lobster in Chinese fish ponds to minimise foreign export. What they are doing is they're taking their yabbies, they're growing them homegrown, and they're calling them Australian lobsters.
Come on, guys.
Come on, guys. And everyone's absolutely up in arms about it. Like, that's not right. That is inconsistent. That's lying. That's the good Aussie way.
Yeah.
How about us? The nerve of us getting upset for the Chinese doing something that we do every single day with everything.
Yeah, it's like China stop ripping off our lobster. Oh, hang on a minute. This country was built on lies.
It's built on lies. And bless us for it. Everything we do. The day-to-day things. For example, what'd you have for breakfast? Oh, eggs Florentine. You sure? Pretty sure it was boiled eggs with mayonnaise. You call it what you want.
Yeah, you do you, boo.
You know, job resumes, some of the things that you've lied about, absolutely outrageous. So I got my first job at Globalize and I used my best mate as a reference. And he told them that I'd managed General Pants up in Sydney.
The closest you came to managing General Pants was walking in there and saying, do you have that in a size 32?
Yeah. I was like, hey, how are you? Can I help you with anything? And they'd say, oh, yes, please. And I'd go, oh, geez, I've got to go. I'm needed out the back. A Woolies cake, for example. How many times has someone bought a Woolies cake and then gone, hosted a birthday party and said, yeah, this is mine?
Yeah, I made it.
Yeah.
Made it from scratch.
You didn't, did you?
Oh, no, all you did is you took that cake and you whacked a couple of sparklers in there and went, Bob's your uncle.
Yeah. Little white lies walking along the street. It's a beautiful dog. Is that a Pomeranian? And you're like, yeah, absolutely it is. No, it's not. It's just a blue heeler. Yeah. It's not that good. What's that? Is that a French bulldog? No, it's just a genuine little piece of crap.
Yeah.
I'm just pulling along a little piece of crap.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about French bulldogs.
Yes, I know. Well, where are their bottles?
Yeah.
Well, I went to say buttholes then, and I said bottles.
Where are their bottles?
The one I like is every parent on a Saturday morning who's rocked up and they're short a coach. So they're like, can anyone coach? And you're like, yeah, I can. Have you ever played netball? Not a day in my life.
But I almost played for the T-Birds that time. When? Oh, back in the 90s. Yeah, bad knee, all that kind of stuff. But, yeah, I know my stuff.
Yeah.
That's what we do. The little white lies. What have you got? 13, 24, 10. Yeah, probably just to promote yourself a little bit, but it takes you to the next level because we're all about faking it until we make it.
Absolutely.
So don't you dare get angry at the Chinese for doing what they probably learnt off us.
Exactly. This is like reverse Chinesism.
Yeah, give us your best little example of white lying. And I don't even like to call it lying. I just like to call it really, really promoting yourself to a better society.
Exactly right.
13, 24, 10, get involved. We're talking about those little white lies that have got you to the next level.
Yeah.
Off the back of a little story that's emerged from China where, look, they're just home growing some yabbies and calling them Aussie lobsters.
Aussie lobsters. Here's your yabby mornay. Thanks.
Yeah, it's fine. It's the equivalent of us buying a cake from Woolies and calling it our own.
Saying, oh, I baked that at home, didn't
Completely fine.
Yeah, give us a call 1324, your little white lies that have got you somewhere. Olivia from Greenwith, what was yours?
Hey, how are you?
Great, thank you. You're up and about for a Friday, Olivia. We love that.
Of course you are, because you heard of a Silverchair before, didn't you?
No, she's not. No.
Yes, I do love that song.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. What was your little white lie?
Little white lie.
Yep.
So I told my job that I currently work at that I had bartending experience when I just used to make cocktails for girls' night.
That's perfect.
Amazing.
So that works. That absolutely works. You've just got to sell it. You've got to sell the sizzle.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Exactly right.
Some good text coming through as well on 0400 919 919. This one from Days and Unley. Good morning to you. No doubt a Silverchair fan as well. She said, I bought a potato salad to take to my boyfriend's parents' house, and I said I made it. Ended up being off, and food poisoned everyone.
Oh, well done.
That's when you tell the truth.
Yeah.
And tell everyone that you got it from a store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I understand the lie, mate.
Yeah.
Thank you for mansplaining.
So what happens
it.
with that is you just got to lie to take yourself to the next level. For example, when I got this job, I was like, yeah, I know how to panel. Oh, good. Here's Ed Sheeran. Oh, no. What's going on here?
Oh, dear.
Coldplay coming up next. All right, it's on Jodie and Hazy. Stick around if you have entered the draw over the past week. Oh, geez, I tell you what. Some really good stuff. Before we get to that, though, let's take one more call. And what have you lied about?
Okay, Cheryl from Elizabeth Downs. What was the lie?
Hi, it was my husband. He started off as 10 pals many years ago, and he told me he was 6'2", and he's Jamaican, so I thought, I'm going to get myself a nice, tall Jamaican guy. Anyway, so eventually when we met up with him in London, he was shorter than me. and I'm 5'7".
Oh, was he Jamaican though?
He is Jamaican.
Right.
Yeah.
He's Jamaican.
Oh, well.
But yeah.
50% Cheryl.
He told me he was 6'2", so I was looking up for him. I was looking up, above my eye level for him.
Yeah, look, 5 or 6 inches off. That's all right.
Oh, mate, so as if you've ever lied about 5 or 6
There's
inches.
nothing wrong with, incorrect height or length or anything like that. Hey, Jodes, quick question without notice. Do you fake tan?
Only for special occasions.
Okay, so
Because
how often?
it's a whole process, and quite frankly, I find it very strange to walk into a place where you don't know the person, and within 45 seconds you're naked in front of them.
Yeah, do you do it yourself though?
No, I wouldn't trust myself.
Why not?
I should get producer Zoe's mum Bindi to do it because she fake tans.
Does she do that? Does she?
Yeah, she spray tans.
That's interesting to know.
Look at his eyes light up.
So what are we talking about here? Sorry, I just got distracted. No, I don't fake tan. What do you mean? These beautiful Mediterranean roots just shining through. Yeah?
Are you sure you've never faked tan?
Andrew Fantasia Hayes. Right, yeah, Fantasia joining us very, very soon. No, I don't fake tan. My wife does on the odd occasion.
Yep.
What about this, though? A mum influencer by the name of Kylan Sutner, who's 21.
I hate this story already.
Don't you rip into the Kylans of the world. She had a clip which quickly gained traction with nearly 54,000 likes and 1 million views. In the clip, she's looking tanned in a pink tracksuit while she holds up her equally as tanned baby.
How
You'll
old?
love this as well. The baby's name's Suede.
That's not a real name. You've just made that up.
No, it's true. Suede Sutner.
Suede Sutner.
Yeah, there's some Triple X movie-rated vibes about that name.
Do you know when the top 10 bogan baby names come out?
Suede's
going to be number one.
Suede's getting
top two at least.
An absolute gig there.
Yeah.
The text of the clip reads, when everyone is telling you to stop self-tanning, my baby, but the loving tan employees have families to feed. A 1-year-old holding up your 1-year-old tanned. How does that sit with you?
Not well.
How old's Harper?
Harper's 3.
Gosh, she needs a tan.
That is ludicrous and outrageous to me.
Yeah, that is.
Because
it seems ridiculous. Is it safe as well, the stuff?
No, that's toxic stuff. And also, little baby skin is so pure and delicious. Why would you want to taint it? I don't understand.
Maybe it could be a really healthy, golden, hash brown type look.
Oh.
That's what we're going for?
No, well, most fake tans come out looking like tandoori chicken,
Yeah.
don't they?
They probably do a little bit.
No, that's outrageous.
I'm just not sure about what if your kids have got this beautiful Scottish skin from their mother and they're so white that you can see through them and you can see the blood pumping through their veins.
So you've thought about fake tanning your children?
I haven't thought about it, but given my children are almost gecko-like with how white their skin is, maybe you can understand where she's coming from.
No, this is ludicrous and outrageous.
There's nothing wrong with living through your kids, isn't there?
No, and I don't agree with any of this, and I have to take off just after 9 this morning because Harper and I are going to go and get a pedicure together.
Oh, good. See, that's a bit different.
She likes shellac.
Yeah, of course she does. You can get involved with this as well. 0400 919 919's a text line. I mean, when have you sort of half lived through your kids as well? I don't think there's anything wrong with it at all.
Oh, come on.
Henry's in training. He's fine. He's got a little tattoo on the inside of his arm. Reads 2038.
Yeah. Has he got a little ear piercing as well?
No, just the tattoo, 2038. That's the year he's going to get drafted.
If it's time for a winter trip, jump on What If, the place to go for quick Aussie getaways.
For me, it's just getting in the car and just going for a cruise and exploring.
For accommodation, flights and more, book on the What If app.
What If? It's Aussie for travel.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me you built a time machine?
Hazy's on this Daisy.
Yeah, what's up? It's Friday. Yeah, you like to come in really hot on a Friday and just absolutely shove some knowledge down your throat for the weekend. Get it in there.
Down your throat?
Down your throat. An F, not a TH. Oh, my God, I'm speaking like a 3-year-old. 19th of May, let's start in 1992. Sam Smith was born in London, England. Today is their 31st birthday.
Ah.
Sam Smith, another one of those humans who has achieved so much at such an early age. Adele was the other one, 35th birthday. Like, wow, it's like she's been around for 4 decades.
Yes, I know. Sam Smith in concert at Darrenberg was just one of the most monumental nights of all time for influencers, wasn't it?
1962, Marilyn Monroe sang Happy Birthday to President John F. Kennedy at Madison Square Garden.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Mr. President. And John F. Kennedy was there and was like, oh, these are bad pants. That's a crease. Put it away, John. 2001, the first Apple store opened in the US.
Oh, wow.
And you're like, oh, geez, I wonder if these guys are going to make it or not.
Yeah. Do they make a profit?
I think they go okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah. What's your favourite type of Apple, by the way?
I like my Apple Watch, except for I hate it when it tells me that you haven't been active enough and you need to move more. Off.
Yeah, it shames you constantly, doesn't it? Yeah. Only one way to fix that.
How?
Get rid of the watch.
Yeah.
2018, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle married at St George's Chapel at Windsor Castle.
Pour out your blessings upon Harry and Meghan, that they may be joined in mutual love and companionship, in holiness and commitment to each other.
Oh, what an absolutely beautiful, non-controversial couple they are.
Oh, it seems to be panning out quite well for them.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
Number one song on May 19 in 2004 was Burn by Usher.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I'm not sure
number one.
which album this is off, but a bloke in terms of the confessions thing that he did.
Yeah.
Making so much money from having such a horrible affair.
Oh,
There
is that
you
what
go.
happened there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Who'd he have an affair with?
His wife. No, he had I don't know, with, no, he didn't have an affair with his wife. That's called staying married. I don't know whose side she
That
was.
is very much not the definition of having an affair by having sex with your wife. That's just what you do. Unless you live in the Oddie household.
ORAZIO Fantasia, ORAZIO Fantasia, ORAZIO Fantasia, ORAZIO Fantasia.
Please welcome to Jodie and Hazy, ORAZIO Fantasia.
Yes, there he is. Good morning to you, Russ.
Good morning. Brought us in some coffees and pastries, as per usual.
We've had a great morning, haven't we?
Yeah, we've had a really nice. Horacio is so efficient with his time.
I know.
Been here for hours.
Yeah. You have actually been in for a little while this morning. It's nice.
Nice halfer.
Really
yeah,
good.
It's nice. Really breaks things up. We get bored of each other, so it's nice to have someone else to spitball with.
And just really, really prepping hard. We have been behind the scenes.
Yes.
Talking all the mechanics.
Yeah, exactly right.
Ins and outs. Yeah.
Do you want to talk footy?
Yes, please. Horacio, how are you? How's that quad?
Good, coming along really nice. I'm going to go and train with the Magpies boys this morning. I was going to say this afternoon, this morning. And hopefully, available in the next week or two.
Okay, so if there was a game this weekend, there's no sample game available because of the state game. And saying that, if I was Twiggy Rawlings, state coach, I'd just whack Horacio in there, put him in the forward line.
Yeah.
Would you be available this weekend?
Potentially, yeah. I did do some really good training. I think probably more likely than not I would have missed and been 100% ready for next week, just because Ken and the high performance staff want to give me one more week just to make sure I'm sort of bulletproof going into any sort of game. So yeah, next week.
We of course had the great calf off in here where we took photos of everyone's calves and we said who more it better kind of thing. You've got very defined calves, but they're smallish. What about your quads? How do they compare to the quads? Are they defined also?
We're doing a quad off.
Yeah.
Because they're also smallish and not very defined, so I'll be in trouble. I might have to fake tan.
Your quad, though, is how much of a difference has it made going and seeing the specialist in Canberra?
Yeah, huge. I just feel like I'm running, and sorry to bore everyone with the footy talk, but far more efficient, like covering the ground and things like that, running a lot smoother and using more muscles, which actually help me run. So, yeah, I'm coming along nicely.
Big game tonight, no Charlie. Chances?
Yeah, I still think we're a great chance. I know everyone's sort of talking about the ruck battle and things like that, but I think our midfield is the thing that's been absolutely dominating at the moment with Butsy and Rose and Drewy and Boki and, you know, everyone, Jason, and everyone's just, you know, doing their bit. So I feel like it's going to be a battle in the midfield. Whoever wins that will probably go a long way to winning the game. So,
I mean, is it clearly a case as well? Everyone talks about Petrarca, Oliver stopping these guys. Is Port Adelaide at a level now where you purely just fight fire with fire?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that good?
Yeah, I definitely. I think we've been pretty good in that area for a while. You know, and they might be a little bit smaller than those guys in terms of like physical size. Like Petrarca's a big boy, and Butsy's a bit smaller, but he doesn't play like that. So when you watch him play, he's putting his head in the hole and he's crashing in. He's going back with a flight, and you know he's taking marks running back, and everyone, you know, Kenny even said like he doesn't like watching him play.
Yeah, right.
Because he can scare you a bit. You don't want him to get hurt, but he's not afraid of anything, so it's going to be a good game.
Do you go along tonight? Do you have to go?
I do, yeah. I'm a terrible watcher of footy.
Yeah,
so,
you've admitted that in the past, that you're not very good.
I'm probably not as bad as Charlie Dixon, though, so now that he's not playing, he's going to be sitting next to screaming his head off.
He can be a bit of an angry unit, Charlie, can't he?
Yes. So Charlie, the little operator, who a bit of a suspicious call from the umpires.
I don't think
looks around. It's Charlie Dixon. Oh, my God.
I don't think I'll be saying that.
Before we let you go, we have the Battle of the Bangers this morning. Two songs. I would like you to make a selection out of these two, please. This is mine.
Oh, and it could be. Let me just mix it up, okay?
You two are always competing against each other.
Yeah, it's not competitive at all, is it? No. Okay, but someone's got to win, and why not be me? You know what I mean? In no particular order, you got this song.
I just came to say hello.
Yeah, not bad.
It's jumping. It's not hers, obviously. Yeah.
Oh, you got this song? It's okay as well.
I mean, this is like
they're both okay,
choosing your favourite child right now, but go for it.
I have no favourite children. Geez, I think the first one.
Yes!
Look, you didn't give it enough, Hazy. You went jumping up and down.
I didn't know how to sell it. I thought we were trying to keep it mutual.
It was a real lack of effort from you that's just cost you on this occasion.
All right. Well, don't listen to ORAZIO. I've always said that.
What do we always say to you, Hazy? Be better.
Be better.
Be better.
Just try and be better.
This feels like an off-air chat with the boss. All good. Raz, thanks so much for stopping in.
Thanks, guys.
The biggest breaking story this town has ever seen. This is huge. I just got valuable info. This is so juicy.
Jodie's Juice.
Well, the eye-watering cost of the funeral of Queen Elizabeth II has been revealed 8 months after her death. So the British Treasury has said that in total, the funeral and related events, watched globally, set the UK taxpayer back £162 million, or a little more than 300 million Australian dollars.
Are you kidding me?
What was that sound effect?
That was me on behalf of the UK taxpayers. Like, come on. Can you imagine if something like that happened here? Like, I'm not being disrespectful to the Queen. Of course, it needs to be celebrated. But like, if there was a Queen in Adelaide, for example, can't we just go to the Central District Footy Club, get a few party pies, some sausage rolls, put a couple little drink specials on? We'll celebrate accordingly. It's in the lovely suburb of Elizabeth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay. There is a Queen of Adelaide. Her name's Teresa Palmer. The mourning events were spread over 10 days, included the state funeral held on the 19th of September, but also the late Queen lying in state in both London and Edinburgh. But I mean, you can't do it any other way with the Queen, can you? It's not like you can just go to the Enfield Cemetery and bury her there amongst a small group of friends and family.
I'm not sure how many spaces are left there unless she wants to be buried on top of someone else. So that's a conversation.
I didn't realise how crowded Enfield was.
That's a conversation with the crematorium. 3 out of a million plus. That's mind-boggling.
It's staggering, isn't it? Jimmy Barnes' wife has revealed her husband nearly came to blows with a truckie the other night, claiming the male driver threatened to fight the Australian rock singer roadside. So Jane Barnes took to social media to reveal her horror encounter with a truck driver. She alleges he cut them off while they were driving and swiped their side mirror. So the couple who live in New South Wales Southern Highlands were driving in their luxury white sedan when the incident occurred.
That's unbelievable.
Jane shared a close-up photo of the driver coming face-to-face with Jimmy. She also named him and the company he works for on her Twitter.
Wow.
That's a good way to get back.
That's good.
Yeah.
Because I get sometimes frustrated when people have incidents with people who are absolute reptiles and they blur out their names.
Yeah.
Just name them. Just expose them.
Yeah.
Also...
Although I did have that encounter with that that roadside worker who told me to grow a brain because I was riding my bike on a road that was cut off to traffic.
I can picture it too. Oh, grow a brain!
But I didn't name him or shame the company, did I?
Well, okay, yeah.
Were you saying be braver, be bolder? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, maybe you can rise above it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what I'm saying anymore. What I do know is it gives us an excuse to play this.
I left my heart to the sapples round K-Sand. And I sold my soul with some cigarettes to the...
You were saying, you were trying to allege earlier that you're not a true Jimmy Barnes / Cold Chisel fan unless you can sing the first line of that song.
Yeah, so everyone at the start of KCN goes, I left my heart to the KCN. So sing along.
I left my heart to the sapples round K-Sand.
It's like Sappert's Ramp or something.
What is it?
I think it's Sappert's Ramp.
What does that mean?
I don't know what it means, but no one knows those lyrics. And they're like, I love Chisel, three-legged goat, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. G1 and a three-legged goat.
Yeah.
And that's Jodie's Juice.
Yes. Talk about some footy and everything else. Our very, very good friend.
Jones and Rankin from the pocket. Curling ball for the opener. Crows go bang bang.
Fitzy's weekend footy tips with Jodie and Hazy.
Ryan Fitzgerald, good morning.
Hazy, you beautiful man. Jodie, bit disappointed actually because I thought you might be able to track down some highlights or some commentary from my playing days, Hazy, for that opener.
Yeah, 5 on debut. There's got to be something around.
I was just thinking about that, but I mean, I searched far and wide and couldn't find any Fitzy, so that's on you.
Do you want me to send you my ringtone? I've got Dennis Cometti saying out-bustling Djakovic versus West Coast round 2 in 2000. I could track that down for you.
If you can send that to me, that would be great because we were exhausted from trying to find some audio from your play career.
Very hard to find. No, thanks for having me on, guys.
Hey, guys, let's talk about some footy nice and quickly, Fitzy. Let's start with your passion piece, and that is the Crows.
Yeah.
Ballarat. I mean, I don't want to offend anyone from Ballarat, but it is hell on earth taking on the Bulldogs. How do you see this one playing out?
Do you know what? Last night, my son's got compulsory Saturday sport, and I said to him he's been down a little bit at home during the week. So, Jodes, I pulled him aside last night and I said, you know what? I'm getting you out of sport on Saturday. We're flying down to Melbourne and driving to Ballarat.
No way.
Good. We're going down to Ballarat now. He's a little bit shattered that Tex is out, Hazy.
Yes.
So, really shattered about that. So, look, I still think that we can get over the line against the Bulldogs. This is a huge game for the Crows. They're playing such good footy, but not having Tex there, not having Riley Thilthorpe's going to be really tough for the Crows. But I honestly believe that we can still get over the line here. So, I'm tipping the Crows this week.
See, this is the gender pay gap between you and me, Fitzy, because I floated the idea with my 11-year-old of going to Melbourne to watch the Thunderbirds, and I looked at flights and went, that's too expensive.
There's a bit of a difference.
Yeah, I know. You're flying Air Asia, but we'll get there somehow. No, you got to do it. No, I'm really looking forward to it. And, you know, Port Adelaide, I think Port Adelaide's going to have a win this weekend again against Melbourne as well. That is going to be a belter game.
Do you reckon? Do you reckon they get over the D's? That would be huge. No Charlie Dixon?
Well, it's Adelaide Oval's the big one for me, Hazy, and that's the thing. They've got a lot of injuries at the moment, but they're scrapping for wins, and that's what I love about Port Adelaide at the moment. Yeah. And I don't say that very often. That I like the way that Port Adelaide and Collingwood are playing. There's something wrong with me.
Yeah, clip that up. Let's play that again.
Yeah. We had ORAZIO Fantasia in here a little earlier this morning, and he said if they can win it in the midfield, they win.
Yeah, ORAZIO.
Isn't he beautiful?
Isn't he?
Oh.
How's his body going, Jodie? I know you weren't looking at it, but
did you hear that chat? Because I did ask to have a look at his quad. Like we've checked out his calves. I just wanted to see if his quad was as good.
Yeah.
So you don't usually get guests in and ask them if I can have a look at your quad, do you? Because that would be a bit creepy.
And Horacio was like, which quad are you looking at? My left, my right, my middle quad? What's happening here? Well, okay. Trying to work something out
My
here.
third, didn't know you had 3 quads.
Yeah.
You were talking about white lies on the show. I was listening earlier. Is that correct?
Yeah, we have been talking about
Can I tell you one? Does anyone remember Clark the Jeweller that was in Rundle Arcade in the city?
Yeah.
It was there for 30... John was there for 30-odd years.
Yeah.
So I got a job there. So I went to Pride's Business College when I was younger to become a travel agent. I did a travel agency course.
Of course
and at the end of it, they usually get jobs for everyone. And they rang me and said, we've got a job for you. I went, awesome. They said, we know you're from down the south and we know that you're struggling for money, so we got a job for you. And I said, oh, great, what travel agency? And they went, no, it's selling jewellery at Clark the Jeweller.
Yeah, right.
So I went and worked there, and I'm not joking, I was there for 6 months, and they didn't tell me what this button under the shelf was for.
Oh, no.
So, Jodie, one day I was so bored, I started pushing this button. And then, I'm not joking, 10 minutes later, a heap of cops rocked up. Are you guys all right? Everybody down! They thought it was a robbery. And I remember I had Kathy and Marion, these 2 older ladies who worked there in the store, who weren't big fans of me anyway, and they were in my face yelling at me going, it wouldn't have been anyone else, it was you. Did you do it? And I looked him in the eye and I went, I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't touch anything.
Old slippery fingers Fitzgerald, they called him back in the day.
I love that Kathy and Marion now are sitting back with all your success. You're one of the biggest media stars in this country, and Kathy and Marion are just going to their friends, that guy's an idiot.
How did he get there? How's that for a path?
Unfortunately, it cost John, I ran about $600 to get the cops called out as well, but I denied, and today I reveal to everyone it was me, suckers.
Oh, Fitzy, have the best time in Ballarat. Who are you taking, Lenny or?
Huey.
Okay.
Lenny's been a bit loose lately, so I'll take Huey and we'll have a great time. But thanks for having me on, guys.
Oh, thanks, Fitzy.
I was just going to say as well that if nothing else, and they do lose, you can say, hey, look, mate, this is what it could be like. Just know that where you're at right now, you've actually got it pretty good. Doesn't rain from underneath the ground somehow in Sydney, does it?
No, it doesn't. No, thanks for having me on. So.
See you guys. Each and every week we have an edition of My Diary. You like to find my diary just sitting around and have a little read of it and just find out what's going through my head.
Yes. Looking forward to this. It's a real opportunity for you just to absolutely slam your colleagues. You call it therapeutic. That's fine, as long as you're feeling good about things.
No, I slam myself as well. Have a listen to this.
All right. We'll leave you with this. Joke Off returns on Monday as well, of course. So does Tom Wren. And we have a massive, massive announcement after 8 o'clock.
There are always massive announcements in radio, aren't they?
Enjoy this. Have a great weekend.
Jodie's Diary.
Dear Diary, we like to laugh on the Jodie and Hazy show. Unfortunately, newsreader Abby didn't get that group WhatsApp message.
Right. How many telemarketers does it take to change a light bulb?
Don't know. How many telemarketers?
Only one, but he has to do it while you're eating dinner.
Oh, God. One guy who did get the Be Funny group WhatsApp was Hazy's boyfriend, Tom Wren.
Why did the blonde take bread to the bathroom?
Why?
To feed the toilet duck.
That's not bad.
My good friend Andrew learnt a lot about the female reproductive system this week. I suffer a little bit of anxiety sometimes, and so when I feel like I'm getting really anxious, I'll clench and release.
Oh my God. What's happening here?
What are you clenching, Jodie?
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh my God, you guys are filthy.
Careful when you release too.
Hey, we should all be doing our Kegels.
Listen, what is wrong with you people? It's my shoulders and my arms. Now, if you drop the G in Kegel, you get keel. So what happens when you drop the G in stingos?
There you go.
So it's like stingos. A banana peel.
Yeah, well, just a natural one.
Yeah, also, did you say stingos?
Yeah.
It's stingos. As in the sting goes. Stingos?
Stingos.
Oh, who's your favourite Port Adelaide footballer who used to play for them? Oh, Chad Wingard.
And speaking of dropping crucial letters,
It's not Goldilocks, it is clocks. That's clocks with a C with an L after it. Okay?
yes,
Very
please.
important stuff.
That is never in the whole entire universe has there been a more crucial L in this scenario.
I know.
It took until midweek, but once again, Hazy offered to get his shirt off.
If it's anything else but an afternoon time slot,
Yep.
I'll go down and get us a round of coffees in my undies.
Oh, so you work,
Every single
you work
year.
with a lot of girls, and now we're all praying for an evening AFL Grand Final. But based on what happened next, those boxes won't be extra large. Have you got club thumbs?
No, not my thumbs. Oh boy.
So if I can't perv on Hazy, it'll just have to be Hot Mally.
You think you feel pervy? Imagine the pervy when you're there.
I know. And when I say my gym's pervy, it's because I'm perving on the Premier.
Hey, Premier, which gym do you go to? Oh, I go to this gym, but I feel like it's a bit pervy.
Yeah.
That's what he says as well.
Sparks flew quite literally on the show this week when we asked about the weird places you picked up your partner.
Me and my partner met at Illegal Burnout 6 years ago.
Illegal burnout?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Yes. Yeah, it was a car meet one night and he was there and I added him on Facebook. And the rest is history.
See, nothing screams romance like, just the smell of tyres burning.
Sparks are flying,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
The smell of rubber burning, and all of a sudden romance just blossoms.
Speaking of cars, the Sussexes were involved in a car chase, and Hazy had all the expert analysis.
There's also question marks on just how valid comments are from Megan's mum, Doria the Explorer.
So to all the club thumbers,
No, not my thumbs. Oh, boy.
the worst joke tellers, oh God, and to Doria the Explorer,
Doria the Explorer.
have a great weekend. Love, Jodie.
Adelaide's Jodie and Hazy.